So I watched the UFC 276 press conference, and I've watched more of Jared Cannonier. And I want to say that I am doubling down on my Jared Cannonier bet that he's going to win versus Israel Adesanya. First of all, Israel seems... first of all, he's small. He's already small. He weighed in 1.5 pounds under the weight limit. He weighed in at 183.5. Jared Cannonier was already going to have a weight advantage. Now he's going to have a bigger weight advantage. Israel Adesanya says it's maybe because he played too much table tennis. Well, you want to make those cuts anyways. And so, no, the point is you're 1.5 pounds under. And you probably could have cut even more if you needed to. And he could have had maybe 2 pounds more on him or 3. But the point is, Jared Cannonier is going to weigh a lot more than him on fight night. I think that's going to be a problem already for Izzy. How Cannonier is going to get inside him, as Poirier asked in the interview. I watched the interview with Izzy when they have the panel of the 5 on with Poirier and DC and some of them, and Poirier says, how is Cannonier going to get inside on Izzy? Cannonier has a great guard, and he's very strong. So these are two things that are going to make it very in Cannonier's favor to protect himself versus Izzy's shots. Also, Cannonier has great stamina. Another thing, going to be able to protect himself from getting damaged or getting knocked out. He's got a great guard, and he's very strong. Now, look, I'm expecting Cannonier, when he receives shots and he blocks, watch him right after he blocks to press forward and press the action, and that's how he's going to get inside. It's going to be easier to get inside immediately after Izzy throws a shot or a combination. They are saying that, some are saying that Cannonier, when he wants to press the action forward, he's going to end up getting knocked out because of it. But it's mostly going to be in a counterattack, which is going to make it less likely that he gets knocked out, although still could happen. But Cannonier has a really good guard, and he's very strong, so I wouldn't be surprised that he can withstand that. And I think he's going to get inside on Izzy and land some shots. I think weight is going to be an issue for Izzy. Weight was already an issue for... he's already going to be underweight versus Cannonier, and he weighed in 1.5 pounds under. Izzy also seems very relaxed, a little arrogant, maybe looking too far forward. He even started taking shots at his would-be next opponent if he were to beat Cannonier at the press conference, which it's all just... I think everything those guys were saying was just to try to hype up for views on pay-per-view. Almost at a certain point seems kind of desperate and pathetic, but is what it is. But yeah, also, so I watched Cannonier's previous fight against Jack Hermansson, and Jack was number 9 at the time. Izzy say at the press conference what fight had Jared made look easy. I think he makes this fight look easy right here. Finished him, and yeah, he seemed to be dominating the fight to me. Not dominating it, but he was a tougher match than Jack for sure. And Jack was ranked number 9 then, and so as far as Izzy's recent fights, I don't think Izzy has fought anybody recently that's anywhere near as strong as Cannonier, and not going to be as tough of a fighter, I don't think, than Cannonier. Like, not Whitaker for sure, Vittori. Now, Jan, this is the 205 fight that Izzy lost. Watched that fight. Jan, Izzy couldn't get much going. Now, Jan was taller and had longer reach than Cannonier, but Jan still was able to take him down, I think, in 2 of the rounds and hold him down for half a round in round 4 and 5. So I wouldn't be surprised that Cannonier can wrestle Izzy. I wouldn't be surprised that Cannonier can beat Izzy on the feet. Cannonier, if Cannonier can get ahead in the fight and cause Izzy to need to bring some action, and even if Cannonier is not, blatantly ahead at the beginning, as long as Cannonier doesn't fall totally behind where he has to just blatantly press the action, and he can make Izzy try to press some action, I think Cannonier is going to have really huge success blocking, dodging, and then pressing forward on a counterattack. And if you watch, it's something that a fighter in this type of matchup physically can do very well. Watch Khabib does this very well. When a fighter, immediately after a fighter throws combination at Khabib, then Khabib just starts walking him down and walking him to the back of the cage. So I'm expecting Cannonier to do something similar. If Adesanya throws something, then I expect Cannonier to press forward, and that's how he'll get on the inside. It'll be easier to get on the inside. But, Paul Costa, none of these guys are... these guys aren't going to be Cannonier. I wonder if Izzy has gotten complacent. He's light at the interviews. He seems... I don't know. I wouldn't say he's complacent, but... I don't know. Hopefully he's not looking past Jared. I'm sure he's not. He sees that Jared's a big guy. But Jared's mature for the situation, too. And I think Jared's going to get it done, so...